Yes, boo boo, I am back with another review, honey, for Miss Sister Soldier. No, I'm not affiliated with her, boo boo. I just think that, some of y'all need to get hip to the game. And I found out that some people didn't read this. I'm going to tell y'all a little bit about it so you can go ahead and get it. But, I got my Shirley Templeton. Hi. And, I wanted to review all of Sister Soldier books because it's in celebration of her coming here in Atlanta, Georgia, January 30th at the Fulton County Library. Whoop, there it is. Your girl right here will be there, okay? So I wanted to go ahead and give you guys a quick review on this book and how wonderful this book is. This is the sequel to The Coldest Winter Ever. This is the Portia Santiago story, honey. And yes, this book right here had me to go back and reread some pages, honey. Sister Soldier, girl, you had me up here thinking there's people alive in this book, girl. You had me thinking there was people alive with pulses and heartbeats and brains in this book, honey, and they weren't there, honey. I'm going to need you to, you had me a little stressed out. I had to go back and read some chapters, honey. I was like, what the hell is going on? You know what I'm saying? I'm up here thinking that this is a real, you know what I'm saying? I'm up here thinking that she talking to somebody. Yeah, girl, I was like, what? So, yeah, girl, she had me thinking she was talking to somebody, and I don't want to give too much away for those who aren't going to buy this book, but I was just like, girl, Sister Soldier, what the I have to go back and reread stuff. Child, honey. So yes, this is A Deeper Love Inside, honey. And yes, it speaks to the title, boo-boo. A deeper love inside, honey. You have to love yourself, honey, because some people out there, even your family, will not give you love, honey. And this what happened to this child in this book. Child, Portia Santiago. Girl! Santiago, honey. You know what I'm trying to say. Yes, honey. So let me go ahead and get into it, honey. So a quick recap for all those who don't got Coldest Winter Ever, and you should get it anyway. This is the story of Portia Santiago. This is Winter's middle sister, so it was Winter, Portia, and the twins. I don't remember their name, but whatever. So, when the Santiago Empire crumbled, Portia ended up going to foster care. But Portia girl wasn't having it, honey. She wanted her family. She knew her family was gonna come get her because they loved her, even though she was never an outcast. But sometimes you know how some children in the family feel like they overlooked, honey. She was a little overlooked, seeking their love and attention from her mama and her daddy. But her older sister, since she was the bomb.com, got all the attention. She was just over there left in the bushes, you know what I'm saying? She's over there left in the cut, fending for herself. So anyway, yes, boo. She ended up getting into it with her social worker, and she ended up going to the juvenile detention center. While she was in there, she made a couple of friends, got into some gangs. They became her family, honey. She also was looking for her family to come get her because she knew that they loved her. But at the same time, she wondered why all this time she was in there, ain't nobody come get her. Nobody ain't come get her. She didn't know where winter was. She didn't know where none of her family was because it happened so fast. And, she wanted to find her family. So Sister Girl and her crew, well, let me just go back. Sister Girl ended up, leaving the detention center. Hey, girl, hey. I see how y'all get down over there, to go back to her home in New York to see where the hell they at. Because when she got there, they weren't there. She was like, what the hell happened? They ain't there. So she ended up, when she went back to the house, and they weren't there, of course, because, when the drug dealers come and the feds come, they board your house up, but somebody hadn't brought it then. But anyway, she ended up going back to the city, back to her hood where she's from, and she ended up surviving on the street. Now, she wasn't no hustler like selling dope or selling drugs or anything like that. She was hustling like legitimately. So all y'all young girls out there up there selling dope and all, and your ass sometimes. Yeah, there's some of y'all selling your ass. But don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do either. Did you hear me? But anyway, she ended up hustling in a legitimate way. She found her, mind you, when she left the detention center, she is not a teenager. She is a child, okay? She's a kid. She ended up finding her somewhere to stay, found her a job, multiple jobs from the stores on the street. She ended up working her swag and her hustle to make money, to pay rent, get groceries, and do what she had to do. Also in this journey, during her journey, she finds her mother. Her mother's cracked out, and of course, a daughter who loves her mother is going to do whatever they need to do to get their mama straight, especially coming from a drug game where everybody was lavish and people had money and they wore expensive clothes. You know what I'm saying? So to see her mother dirty and sucking on lollipops to get a hit wasn't cool to her. So she did everything she could to not only help her mother get off drugs, but to get her mother's love, that which was never, she never felt like it was given to her. So she felt abandoned and alone. And in the process of going through all these things, you know, Sister Souljah did a wonderful job touching on mental illness. And mental illness does something to me, and I'm going to just go off really quickly because I don't want this video to be too long, but I don't think every homeless person on the street is a drug addict. I think they're people who have mental illnesses who cannot function in a work environment or cannot take care of themselves, and they're off to fend for themselves. But that's another story. I'm not going to get into that. But anyway, back to this. And she, like I said in the beginning, got some friends to help her, help with her mental status. And she went through such a traumatic phase outside of traumatic things outside of her time in jail and while she was in there. And this book touches on PTSD, and I don't want to say it's not nothing like, I don't know the terms, but she had, you know, a very vivid imagination, and she used her imagination to communicate. When I say imagination and you read the book, you'll understand, to use it to communicate or do things that her and her own self at that moment could not do. Okay. She also talks, love is definitely in this book. She talks about her father. Her father is in this book. Her winter makes an appearance in this book, and Midnight makes her appearance in this book. And, you know, everything comes back full circle. This book ends in the 2000s, so I'm assuming when this book ends, she goes in as a little kid, and then she comes out about 17, 18 as a young adult, and it does end in the 2000s. So I'm assuming, with all that said, I think that Winter, again, I'm going to bring this up, Sister Souljah, I did do a review on a moment of silence. I will link that in the description bar. That Winter should be out or almost getting out, I believe, because she did get a lot of time, come to find out. Like her daddy. I don't think her daddy ever getting out. And so it's definitely going to be a sequel. But everything is tying together, and I don't know how she's going to tie everything together. Hopefully I can ask that question, but I'm quite sure she's not going to answer it when she comes. But this is an awesome book. It touches on a lot of things, especially mental disease. For me personally, it really touches on that, especially in young adults when they go through traumatic things, and how they survive, or how things that can happen to them can create different actions or a different mental status. And she really hit the nail on the head with this. Yeah, so I recommend this to all young teenage girls who might be going through something, or even young adults who live this life now or live this life in the past. You can be like, dang, that's crazy. I never went through that with my family, because we ain't finna go to jail for no shit now. We ain't gonna do that now. We ain't gonna do that. Okay. But yeah, so this is a really good book. I like the way it ended, but it's definitely I really like the way it ended it. Her story to me is closed off right now. It is kind of open-ended, but not really. But it's definitely a really good book, and I recommend everybody to get it. I hope you guys enjoy this review, and I will put all the stuff for her book signing in the description bar, as well as my review on A Moment of Silence. It is 16 minutes, but it's a good 16 minutes, okay? So shout out to Sister Souljah for doing the book. I will review the first Midnight book sometime later on and post it. So peace out to the Middle East. Love you.